What's up? I am your girl, Yuta Kate Best, and you are watching and or listening to Hella Random Radio, where positive energy lives. Today is August 9th, 2023, and today I wanted to record a short intro to YouTube. I have been doing Hella Random Radio in different iterations on different platforms off and on since 2011. And this is my first time recording with the intention to post to and build an audience on YouTube. As far as the introduction is concerned, I am a software engineer turned K through 8 math, science, and hip hop philosophy teacher turned yogi, card reader, spiritual guide, and ultimately magnetic mind coach, which is where I make most of my money these days. I really love the magnetic mind coaching. It has kind of put a fine point on a lot of things that I've been learning since I left corporate in 2008. And what it has taught me is that the way that we experience life and the things that happen to us are mostly based upon impressions that have been made upon our unconscious mind, including impressions that we were born with, from our ancestry, or perhaps based upon things that we've experienced in past lives. And those of us who are not truly happy or living lives that we don't necessarily appreciate, I feel like that unconscious programming has there's an instruction in that unconscious programming for people who are not fully enjoying their lives. There's an instruction that says that we can't have what we want, and so I'm very clear that, for anybody, especially who might be attracted to anything that I have to say, that in order to shift from the lives that we're currently living into a life of love, that what we're going to have to do is change it and reprogram the unconscious mind. So I'm going to be talking a lot about consciousness and the unconscious mind and interviewing people who I think have been successful or are on the path to successfully shifting the programming that lives in the unconscious mind so that they can find a life of love. I do believe that everyone, and especially anybody who might find themselves listening to me, that I believe that all of us, all of y'all, have a gift that can help to make the world a better place. And that when you begin to honor that gift and believe in the power of that gift, no matter how impractical many people might say, or the status quo, the old way of being may say that your talents and gifts are impractical, I truly believe that if you really love something and can shift the programming in the unconscious mind, that you can take what you love and make a living at it. I am approaching my 4-year anniversary of not having had to work for anyone else. And I've done it in very impractical ways, through quarantine. I made most of my money reading cards. And when that started to fall off, that's when I started the magnetic mind coaching. And within a month and a half of starting the magnetic mind coaching, so many things have changed. I started a course. I started the magnetic mind coaching in April of 2022. In September of 2022, I was inspired to start the coaching. This coaching course. I had been coaching just like one-off sessions, but I realized, that most of us are not going to have one profound experience that really changes our lives. It may change the way that we see things, but we're going to have to keep hitting that unconscious programming and shifting it, until the new pattern is more of a habit or a practice. Anyway, so in September, I was inspired to start the coaching course. I got my first client in the course probably October 1st. Since then, I've probably worked with somewhere around 15 people. and in the course, not to mention a whole bunch of one-offs. And I just know, from my life experience alone, and especially from really paying attention to others, that we really can shift the unconscious mind and find a life of love. And I believe that not only can we do it, I think that, humanity is going through an evolution that makes that shift from fitting in and doing what most people would say you should do into doing what you really want, what is truly lives in your heart to do and share, like that most authentic version of yourself. I really believe that the only sustainable way to go forward, is to honor the longings of our heart. I believe that prior generations were allowed to find a job that paid the bills, and kind of ignore the longings of the heart. But I just do not think that that is sustainable anymore. I believe that a lot of the anxiety and things that people are experiencing at such a high rate, I believe that a lot of that is because this system of socialization that forces so many people to try to fit in is breaking down, and we can no longer fit in and survive. Like, I really think that authenticity is the only way forward. And I think that authenticity is really not something that we are taught to honor and appreciate. And so, this podcast is going to be my way of talking about and interviewing people who I believe have been successful or are becoming successful at honoring their most authentic aspect, even when there's nothing in their authenticity that the status quo would say is a practical way of making money. I guess I'm probably just talking in a circle, and I really did just want to introduce the channel. As soon as I upload this, I'm also going to be uploading a talk that I did on June 10th of 2023 at Blue Bear Farm, and probably almost everything that I post for a while after that is going to be interviews with people. Again, this is Hella Random Radio, where positive energy lives. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe if I say anything that hits your heart and that you think can help others, and reach out to me. If you have anything to share, you don't have to be famous. You don't even have to be well known in your circle. If you have a story that you would like to tell, or, if there's just something living in your heart that tells you, maybe I should reach out, please reach out, and let's record some dope stuff and help to create a world full of people who are following their hearts and living lives of love. Thank you. Peace.